Hello and welcome to Tech Deals. Today have I got a monitor for you. This is the HP Pavilion 22-inch Full HD 1080p desktop monitor. Why is this a deal? Why should you watch this video? Because it's $100. Now, there are many $100 monitors out there, but most are not as good as this one. There is a reason why this is the #1 best-selling monitor on Amazon, and it has been the #1 best-selling monitor since last year. I'm filming this in May of 2016, and I actually bought this monitor over a month ago. I keep meaning to review it, and then there's other things to do, and I'm finally getting around to doing it. This has been the #1 best-selling monitor for a while. Here's why. It's an excellent value for the money. Most people like deals. They like to get a lot of performance for a very reasonable price. Let's talk about this monitor. It is a full HD monitor, so it's not some cut down almost HD resolution. This is full 1080p resolution, which for this size is all you need. There's really no reason to go over 1080p at the 22-inch size. It's also what's called IPS, or in-plane switching. What does that mean? Okay, there's different types of technology for monitors out there, and if you've ever seen a poor quality one, if you've ever looked at maybe a cheap laptop or a cheap monitor and you look straight on and it's okay, it's fine, but if you get about a foot to the left or a foot to the right, it dims a bit and the colors aren't as sharp and the contrast drops, and then you go maybe 2 feet to the side and it really gets ugly and the colors get kind of false. That's called a TN panel. There are different types of liquid crystal displays out there. Not all flat panel displays are actually built using the same technology. This is IPS. It's the best technology that exists. Best in terms of contrast, color saturation, brightness, and viewing angle. This has a 178-degree edge-to-edge viewing angle. This will look beautiful from here, or from here. It will look beautiful this way or this way because of the technology of the panel. To get a 22-inch full HD monitor with IPS is a good deal for $100. Well, it's $99.99. I round numbers off. They do that for marketing. They say this is $99.99. Well, it's $100. Let's be honest. The 27-inch version of this, which I have actually just reviewed a little while ago, I will link to it in the video description below, is $200. Same monitor, same technology, just different size. In fact, once I unbox this and put it on the table, I'll grab the 27-inch, put them side by side so you can see the difference. Let's take a look in here. Is this the best monitor for everybody? No. But who is this best for? This is best for anybody who wants a low-cost but high-quality display for all general application use. This could be if you're using maybe a Mac Mini, or it could be using a Windows PC or Linux or anything. It doesn't just have to be Windows. I actually have a Mac Mini I'm going to be reviewing sometime in the next 2 or 3 weeks. I haven't used a Mac in a long time, so I'm going to actually plug it into this. I think it makes a good companion for it because they match. The trick is pulling it out of the box. It's a very tight fit. Come on, there we go. And I'll tell you, this looks like it's packed almost exactly the same way the 27-inch version was. By the way, save your boxes, save your styrofoam. These come with a 1-year warranty, parts and labor, if you ever need to ship it in for warranty, or you ever want to maybe sell it later if you upgrade or get something else, or if you just move. It's really nice to have the box and the foam to safely move these around with. It's not a very big box, so save your boxes. And we've got our warranty and technical guide information. We have got our power cable here. Now this side of the power cable is a standard computer power cord. This is the same thing that a standard Windows desktop uses. It's nice because if you ever lose it, you can replace it with any power cord. The downside is that doesn't plug in the monitor. I figured this out with the 27-inch version. And I love to tape these to death. Let's see here. Boy, they tape these up. They're afraid maybe it'll go flying somewhere. Anyway, this is the power brick. I do like monitors that don't use power bricks, but in my experience, most inexpensive monitors do. This is where your standard power cord plugs into, and then this plugs into the monitor. There's no getting around that. Now this piece here is going to be part of the base in the packing. How do we get that out? There we go. This is really easy to attach. This, 30 seconds and I'll toss that to the side and pick it up later. The base here, oh, isn't that adorable? Look at the base. Actually, this is there we go, there's the base. On the bottom, there's a release button and then a pad. There's also a protective film on here, which be sure to take that. Well, you can leave it on if you really want to, but I'll take mine off. Probably going to end up with styrofoam all over me. This comes with a VGA cable. I really wish they would put an HDMI cable in here because you should not use the VGA cable. The 27-inch version of this monitor, in fact, I've got it sitting right over here. The 27-inch version came with the HDMI cable. The 22-inch version comes with a VGA cable. Well, that's good to know. I didn't realize that. Shame on you, HP. That's being cheap. Anyway, so if you get this version, go ahead and order one of these. They're $5 on Amazon. Mental note to self, I'll put a link in the video description to an inexpensive, good HDMI cable in the product description below. So order one of those when you order this if you get the 22-inch version. Save your styrofoam. And let's see here. Now, if you take this out, the instructions for how to attach the base are actually on the front of the monitor on a piece of paper. I found that out on the 27. You don't have, you can do that if you want to. This is very self-explanatory. I'll lift this up to show you. There is the base, the monitor, ouch, that shocked me, right here on, this is simple. Take this, I guess, rectangular, it's not really a rectangular, is that a polygon? Polygon. Take this base and slide the end with the two big plates in here. The plastic on the top goes over it, and it just, bingo, snaps into place. Then take the two small blades, and they will slide right into here. You may have to lift the styrofoam up, but that's okay. Push the button in the retaining clip. There's this small button down here. You just push it in. There we go. It snaps in, and we're now secure. The reason why I do this, I don't like to take monitors out of their styrofoam base without having something secure to hold on to them with. Because if you drop a monitor, you might be done. We'll take our foam off gently. Remember to save this foam. Again, if you're shipping it, if you're selling it, it looks so much nicer if you put the foam on it. You'll notice I still have the styrofoam here just in case it comes off. Save that, put that aside, and I'll turn this around and set it on the desk. Do a little bit of cleanup here, put this over here. I just take the two foam sandwich pieces to come back to the box, put the box on the shelf, and save it in case we need it. Now, what do we have here? We've got a monitor we need to take the paper off of. There's just two pieces of tape. Peel it off from the back. Now, this is the black version of this monitor. As far as I know, the 27-inch version only comes in white, but the 22-inch version comes in white or black. Well, just to have something different, I ordered the black version of this. But you can get this in white as well. I'll show you the white. I'll show you the 27 in a minute. So we'll take this off. I'll set that over there. There is one more piece of plastic on the back covering the HP logo. And there we go. we have got our 20. Now, technically, this is a 22-inch class. It's really a 21.5-inch monitor, but monitor and TV companies have gotten really 22 inches used to be 22 inches, but now 22 inches means anything over 21. So this is really a 21.5-inch monitor, even though it says 22 on the box, and then in very fine print it says actual size 21.5. So that is a 21.5. Look at that. Look how nice that is. Now, look how thin it is. This is a good deal. If you want a 22-inch class, full HD, IPS quality monitor, this is the one to buy. You can certainly spend lots more, but at this size, at this quality, there's nothing else to buy. There's a reason this is the #1 bestseller. It's a lot of value for the money. Very good technology in the screen. It's also edge to edge on the bezel, meaning the image comes almost all the way to the edge. If maybe you want to get two of these and put them side by side, you can plug them both into your computer, and there'll be very little bezel between the monitors. You could even get three if you want and game on all three and have a really wide screen. You'll need an add-in graphics card for that. The built-in graphics isn't designed for it, but if you have like an AMD add-in graphics card or an NVIDIA graphics card, they have something called Eyefinity or Surround, which will put 3 monitors into one desktop, and you can actually game. For example, Battlefield 4, you could put all the way across, which is really cool, or Grand Theft Auto all the way across. Anyway, I'll turn it around, and you'll see on the back we've got one VGA connection, which is the cable they provide. Don't use that unless you really have to. If you have an HDMI video port, high definition media interface on your computer, use it. If you don't have a cable, spend $5 and get one. It's worth it. It's better quality. There's the HDMI input right here, and then the power input down there. There are no speakers on this monitor, but speakers are not very expensive. In fact, there are several really good USB speakers that are good enough for $10, $15, and you can certainly spend $30, $40, $50, but it does not have built-in speakers, but you can get very reasonable speakers. It does tilt. It tilts 25 degrees back and 2 degrees forward. I don't know that you'll notice 2 degrees forward, but it does. It does not have a height adjustment. At this price point, you just don't get height adjustment. You got to spend a lot more to get that. None of the under $200 monitors I've seen have that. And of course, to turn, you basically are sliding the base back. But it weighs next to nothing. I mean, it's very lightweight. It's very nice. It's stable on your desk. I like it. Now, let me show you the size difference with the 27-inch, just so you can see the difference. $100, $200. Same technology, same resolution, same panel guts. The only difference is the size. Well, of course, this one's white, but you can get this one white as well. I have not been able to find this one in black, so you might have to get it in white. The only other difference between these two is this one has 2 HDMI inputs. This has 1 HDMI input. They both have a VGA. Otherwise, they're basically identical. Exact same frame thickness. I would not be at all shocked if basically they're identical, except they just took this and went whoosh. So, again, who would I recommend this for? Anybody who wants a quality screen for desktop Windows use, or Mac or Linux, whichever. Gaming performance. For gaming performance, keep in mind that these are not high performance monitors in the sense that their response time is not super fast. But you got to spend a lot of money to get a low response time monitor with IPS screens. This is an 8 millisecond screen. This is a 7 millisecond screen. If you play Battlefield 4 or Call of Duty Global Offensive competitively, multiplayer online, if you have the money, you can buy faster response screens. If you play story mode, single player, these are fine. Don't bother. Just these will be great for story mode. Any other games, if you play World of Tanks, League of Legends, if you play any other games, strategy games, role-playing games, they're fine. You don't need anything fancier. Really competitive players might want to spend more. everybody else, these will be great. Maybe you do a lot of video editing, a lot of image editing. The IPS technology is far superior to TN panels. And of course, if you do that kind of work, I highly recommend the 27 over the 22. Just, it's easier to work with, but that's a personal choice. I like these monitors at the price points they're at, and there's a reason why they're so best-selling. So, enough of that. Did you like this video? You know what to do. Did you not? That's okay. You know what to do. Remember to subscribe to my channel. The button is right down there. The video description below will have links to both of these, as well as an HDMI cable for this one. Comments, questions, thoughts, feedback, suggestions, constructive criticism, random thoughts. Maybe you have your own favorite monitor. That's okay. That's what the comment section is for. If there's any specific questions, leave them below, and I will follow up with those. What else am I going to say? Oh, yes. As I say in all my videos, if you found this useful and helpful, and you decide to buy either of these, please do me a favor and use the links in the video description below. Those are Amazon links. They are affiliate links. They do pay me a small commission. It doesn't change your price in any way. I did not get either of these for free. I did buy these with my own money. I actually plan to keep this one because I think it's a great value for the money. This one I probably won't end up keeping, but that's okay. I'll end up selling it. But I think they're both worth looking at because they're value for the money. So please use my links. It's my primary revenue source for my channel. I appreciate it, and I will love you forever. And I will see you in the next video.